right, CJ. So, what did you get? What placing did you get from?
So I got third place at the Richmond Regional.
Sounds sick. And what were you playing?
B.A.S.E.D Dragon Link.
B.A.S.E.D Dragon Link. All right. Well, let's see what it is.
So, obviously, you can't play B.A.S.E.D without your adventure package. So I played the 4 copies of Enchantress, Illegal Knight, and Griffin. Triple Rite of Arameser. The double Fateful, but I did return the Fateful I was borrowing, and the Draco back. This is probably the best engine in the game still. A lot of people stopped playing it, but in my mind, it's still the biggest reason why to play this deck.
Did you ever draw Draco back?
Yes.
Your hard draw? Oh, seriously.
I hard drew Draco back probably 4 games out of the 8 rounds total. It sucked, but it wasn't the end all be all.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the supplementary stuff. So for dragons, we played triple black metal and the 1 red or red eyes reckless metal dragon. This engine, when you see it with right, it's pretty much reps. If they ash your water enchantress, you just go with your regular dragon combo, and if they ash dragon combo, you still have all your chain blocking from the.
So you always have something to fall back on.
You always have something. Yeah. The whole point of this deck is that even though Verte's gone, there's always going to be something that you can make.
Okay.
Yeah. Adding on to that, we play the rocket stuff. We have 2 Tracer, 1 Recharger, 1 Synchron, 1 Absorber. So the package is really small, but that's mostly because with all of your dragons in here, you could always find the way to dump Absorber, or you're always going to hard draw into either rockets or the triple quick launch that you play alongside it.
Of course, that makes sense. Yep.
Yeah. So this is the way I like it. A lot of people like having more rockets, but honestly, in a 60 card deck, you don't want to draw any of these cards, except for maybe Tracer if you have any follow.
Gotcha. You can see like these dragons are just an extender now, equal the same result.
Yeah, everything's an extender. You notice there's not really that many starters. Like technically, Right is a starter, Water Chest is a starter, but they don't do anything by themselves. The whole point of this deck is to play 2 3-card combos and just push through multiple negates.
Got it.
We also played the white and black dragon and the triple chaos space. I don't play the Seyfert or Levianeer that a lot of the 60 card piles do for extra follow-up. And the reason being is because I never have a lack of a dark target because of another engine that I play in the deck. And for light targets, it kind of sucks if you draw this, but at least it's never dead with all the darks that you play. Also, the reason why I don't play Levianeer is because I play the Souls package. So little does everyone know, the Chaos space can actually search Illusion of Chaos, and it's one of the easiest way to dump bricks like Draco back and anything else that you don't want from your hand. This is probably the reason why the deck works, because it unbricks your hand from a lot of the spells that you draw multiples of, or even spells that you don't want to see. So, and it's free draws, free ash bait. Everything in this deck is pretty much ash bait, and they can only use 1 ash.
That's pretty innovative. You just use chaos spaces to get Illusion of Chaos.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't expect it, especially with the Fateful engine. Having souls in your hand is just free pluses with a draw 2.
Understandable.
Yeah. Moving on, obviously, the mandatory field spells. We got your Boot Sector and Dragon Ravine. And then the reason why I still play the deck, we have the 1 Red Rose, the 1 Rocks Rose, the 1 Basil Rose Shoot, and then your targets. The reason why you play that is so you can send Fairy Tail Snow. There's also the Destrudo to be able to get to your Shooting Riser, to be able to get to your Fairy Tail Snow easier, or another package in my side deck that I will be showing. Yeah, so that's pretty much the main deck, but there's obviously the rest of the deck that I play, and I don't really call this part of my main deck, but these are my can I please play Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I play 3 triple tactics talent and 1 called by the grave. I play triple gamma and the driver, triple ash, triple DD crow, triple effect veiler, and triple emperor. So these 7 cards are mostly just so I can play second. These are all just so I can play first, and this is also very helpful when I try and play without a field on board yet. So if I try Chaos Space, Quick Launch, all that bait, and if they ash it, I just go into Chaos Ruler for free or make Halki Fibrax. Everything's a free game once I get the game out.
Nonetheless, you always have a form of interaction with your opponent, just in case they try to stop you.
So a lot of the decks in the format right now, not including Marina Despia, cannot play through more than 2 interactions, honestly. And I feel like just having 2 interactions with my hand and having possibly even half of my combo ready is more than enough to push through everything. Yeah. Didn't win a single die roll all tournament, so the going second strat kind of worked out for me. Alright, that's the full 60 card list. And then for the extra deck, we've got the MVP, the Dual Dragon token. We've got Striker Dragon and Pisty as our Link ones. We've got Romulus and Heretic Seals for our Link 2s that are Dragon. And then we have Halki Fibrax and Quad Boral. Halki Fibrax is obviously necessary to summon out multiple things. Even though Red Rose Dragon isn't always an available target, if you have Chaos Ruler out, you can summon out Gamma, still make Baron. This card's so flexible, you can do it. It can do anything you want. This didn't do much in the tournament, Quad Boral. The most it did was I just used it to discard some bricks and pop a random monster on their field. I never really got to pop any links that summon multiple rockets because not a lot of people that I played against had links that were worth popping. But overall, it's still a good dragon card to have. And then we have Dark as well for our last Link 2. Moving on to Link 2s and Link 3s and higher, we've got Triple Burst. This is just so you can enable the Pisty, play through your full combo, make sure you get your board out. The Pisty line actually did open up a lot of things, and the reason why is because having multiple dragons, especially Link 3 on board, lets you get into Boral Sword and Boral End a lot easier. Boral End was a really nice card here. No decks that didn't play Super Poly or a Kaiju could out it. It being not being able to destroy by a card effect battle and not being able to be targeted. Such a broken card. It's won me a couple of games by hitting through full boards with its multiple attacks. Such a good card. But yeah, we also got Shooting Riser Dragon, Borreload Savage, Chaos Ruler, Hot Red, and Baron. I see a lot of people starting to cut Chaos Ruler, or not Chaos Ruler, Hot Red, even though Chaos Ruler pretty much just makes it a free negate on board. I think that this is still correct. The only thing that I would really change is I would change the Quad Boral, probably for another Synchro, with all the level 1s that you play, changing it towards a Herald of the Arclight for an extra negate is what I'd go for. But that's pretty much the entire extra deck.
Okay.
And moving on to the side deck, it wasn't very well optimized, honestly, and I really wish I did better on it. But the entire reason why I decided to go for the regional is because Zombie World. A lot of people saying that Zombie World kills the deck. It's really ironic because if I'm going against Branded Despia or a deck that I feel like would abuse the fact that I play dragons, what I do is instead of playing Fairy Tale Snow, especially in matchups where Fairy Tale Snow is dead, I just side out Snow and one more card to actually put Zombie World in and Necro Banshee. So especially against Branded Despia, when I end on my full board and I know Snow doesn't do anything towards Branded Despia, I just Zombie World myself in their turn. It shuts off Fallen of Albaz, trying to contact fuse into Aldelonatus. It shuts off a lot of Super Poly since my main end board is going to be Seals, Dark, and Baron, so there's no two types that are the same. It just does a lot, and it was just a meme that was told to me by my friends, and I just ended up running with it, and it worked, so yeah.
That's good to hear.
And then we've got the Harpies Feather Duster. Back right, I played against a lot of Eldritch during the regional, so we've got Harpies, Lightning Storm, and Twin Twisters. We play 7 because in a 60 card deck you really need to see it turn 1.
Of course.
So yeah. And then aside from that, we just play a couple other Can I Please Play Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and that's going to be our triple Forbidden Droplet and triple Dimensional Barrier. Dimensional Barrier is self-explanatory. This is hitting almost every deck in the format right now, whether it be through Fusion, through Synchro, and even through Ritual sometimes. So this is really good. But this is just because we play so many quick plays and so many cards that we can send for free with Forbidden Droplets that most boards, especially if we draw Forbidden Droplets, are just free things to break. Free resources. Oh yeah. That's going to be my deck list.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. Any questions about it?
Nothing at the moment, but this has been a great deck profile, and thank you for being on the channel, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Bye.
See you.